A few weeks ago, I posted a video about the now disbanded K-pop group co-ed group. Someone left a comment saying that I should make a video about the group Sharp because they're also a co-ed group and there was a lot of drama surrounding them. And so of course I had to look into it and I had to make a video about it because yeah, there's a lot that goes into this. So today we're going to be talking about the first gen K-pop group called Sharp. Before we begin, I do want to specify that I might not include videos of the group performing because I'm very likely to get a copyright strike because for some reason when you include videos of like first gen groups and second gen groups performing, the videos get copyrighted. I might just include a lot of pictures. In 1998, World Music Entertainment debuted Sharp, a co-ed group and one of the few at the time. Forgive me if I pronounce these names wrong. The group initially consisted of Lee Ji-hae, Seo Ji-young. I'm editing this video right now and my pronunciations of the other members' names are so bad. I'm just going to put their names on the screen because I am humiliated. I cannot leave that in the video. The group became pretty popular with hits like Sweetie and Tell Me, and they were quickly getting a huge fan base. The group's first album was called The Sharp, and despite its limited promotion, it actually performed really well. It sold over 100,000 copies upon its release. Now let's jump into the two main members of this feud, why it began, and who they are. Lee Ji-hae was the public favorite of the group, and she was very recognizable for her strong vocals. But she was the only member who wasn't from a wealthy or powerful family. Seo Ji-young was probably the wealthiest member of the group, and her influential family actually created Sharp. She is actually the daughter of, forgive me, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Seo Guk-hwan, and his wife Jo Ju. Ignore that bad pronunciation. Now, Seo Ji-young's father is the 19th president of Yonsei University and Minister of Land, Infrastructure, and Transport. I don't believe he is currently the Minister of Land and Infrastructure and the president of Yonsei University, but he was at one point. Her paternal grandfather was the 20th Minister of National Defense of South Korea and the president of the Korea Baseball Association. At the time, her family was actually one of the wealthiest families in Korea and in their respective industries. Reportedly, Seo Ji-young was treated like the center by the company due to her father's power and her family's influence. Before everything was revealed, there were already rumors that there were some interesting things going on behind the scenes. People who worked with the group privately leaked that the two female members never spoke to each other. These schedules often had tense atmospheres, and Ji-hae sometimes cried backstage. And rumor had it that staff had to keep the girls separated between rehearsals. These rumors were circulating mostly around music show staff and other idols from the era, but some fans also picked up on the strange behavior. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, K-pop was even more controlled than it is now, so these were just rumors that not even the mainstream public was picking up on. In October of 2002, the rumors would be confirmed to be a reality because there was an incident which exposed the very questionable behind the scenes of Sharp. Now, I'm going to give you a reconstructed timeline. This is all based off of reports from the time and what people claimed. It is early October of 2002, and everyone is gathered at Sharp's company building, World Music Entertainment, before a scheduled activity. According to staff who later spoke anonymously, things were already pretty bad that day. Seo Ji-young was reportedly already angry and muttering complaints about Lee Ji-hae. She said things like Lee Ji-hae is acting like she's the main one. There were a lot of rumors of jealousy between them at the time. And Ji-hae was reportedly quiet and just trying to avoid her. Now, the confrontation happened in the waiting room. Multiple sources say that Seo Ji-young confronted Ji-hae first. They claimed that Seo Ji-young allegedly raised her voice, began calling Ji-hae names, and accused her of being disrespectful. Supposedly, she told her to stop acting like the leader and said things like, "You're nothing without this group." And that part is not even disputed. Even Ji-young's side never denied the yelling. Supposedly, Seo Ji-young's mother, Jo Yoon-jo, was in the room, and statements from ex-managers and staff claim that Seo Ji-young's mother joined in. She supposedly scolded Ji-hae and told her that she was causing trouble for the group. And this was a huge power imbalance, by the way, because Ji-hae was like the only member of the group that didn't have a lot of money or influence, and she was just being attacked by these two like filthy rich people in front of like a bunch of staff. And Seo's mother was actually rumored to interfere in group management. In fact, she was known for this. But the harassment didn't stop there. The verbal argument quickly became physical, and Ji-young tried to physically intimidate Ji-hae. Now, this is all from different witnesses. The accounts vary, but supposedly Ji-young began shoving Ji-hae. Rumor had it she threw a water bottle, started to pull her hair, and even grabbed her wrist. And Ji-hae would later say that there was definite physical aggression, and staff actually stepped in and separated them because it got so bad. After the physical altercation, Ji-hae broke down crying. She tried to leave the building. She cried in the hallway. A manager followed her, and staff members were comforting her. Someone who witnessed this incident is the one that is believed to have leaked it to the press. The group's schedules were immediately cancelled. They were supposed to have a TV appearance, but that was cancelled. Ji-hae refused to get in the car with Ji-young. Ji-young did not apologize. Staff just couldn't calm the situation down, and the male members were supposedly stunned and just didn't even get involved. And the story leaked to the media fast. Within hours, Sports Seoul reported that Sharp's members were involved in severe conflict and that there were incidents of verbal and physical aggression. Within days, this was published and everything began to collapse. Days after the news broke, on October 15th of 2002, Sharp officially disbanded due to the conflict. The company admitted that there was conflict, but they didn't go into detail. Ji-hae quietly went home for a while, and Ji-young took heat from the public immediately. The aftermath is what is most infamous, I would say, because there would be interviews later on with Lee Ji-hae where she would discuss the bullying. She would say things like, "I don't know why she treated me that way, I had to endure it for years," and that she was terrified. Seo Ji-young never apologized, and she avoided addressing any of the rumors. After the incident, Seo Ji-young did have a solo career, but it didn't last very long. Lee Ji-hae also released a few singles and an album. Seo Ji-young retired from the industry and became very private, but she did marry a very rich financier in South Korea, and more than 1,000 guests attended their wedding in 2011. Lee Ji-hae also got married in 2017, and she and her husband run a YouTube channel, and they have 2 daughters together. She also donated 50 million won to the Children's Foundation in Korea, or to a children's foundation in Korea. Over the years, there have been rumors that the two of them have become close again and friends, but I couldn't find anything that confirmed that. Lee Ji-hae, after the incident, did multiple interviews, and she said that she had not talked or seen Cho Ji-young since the disbandment, and that there was no apology. It's been almost, I believe, 30 years since these incidents. Obviously, all the people involved are much older now. They're literally married with children, and they've done other things with their careers. So this video isn't meant to send hate to any of the people involved. This scandal obviously changed K-pop forever because it was the first big bullying scandal within the genre. I haven't listened to Sharp's music yet, but I do want to give it a listen because first-gen K-pop is actually kind of good in my opinion. But I will say, looking at pictures of them, their concept and their overall vibe just seemed to be just really cool, honestly. So I am going to give their music a listen for sure. And I also wanted to thank the person that commented under my video about this group. I'm so happy I looked into this because it was very interesting. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it took so long to come out. I've been so busy lately, and I'll see you in the next one.